Culture.
I'm here with the family.
Price, XXV, Double I,
Rome.
D-Melo,
Gruff Lion.
T-Buggy, man.
To the greatest sports show on the planet, La Familia. Hope y'all ready for a ride.
Can't wait to hear what you guys got to say.
And ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another great episode of Gas Sports. And today I'll be your host. And this last weekend was a pretty good weekend. Besides to give us some pretty decent topics of sports, I just want to say go fucking Yanks. Go Yankees. It's always going to be about the Yankees until football season starts. But to my guy on the top right, pause.
And you might want to keep it go Yankees even when football season start because the Giants ain't about to be doing shit, my man. But you know who it is. It's your boy Young Rome 22, representing them Commanders as always. Here with Gas Sports. We got another great show for y'all tonight. Talk some NBA. I'm excited to get into it, man.
You're the same guy that keeps on telling we're going to be a horrible team, but you guys been the bottom feeders. But to my top left, pause.
Why does it pause?
It's just freaky. It just sounds mad freaky. Why are you the top left?
I think it would be worse if it was bottom right and bottom left with you on top. But go ahead.
What up, man?
See how that's out that freaky?
What up, man? It's your boy Scruff, man. Y'all know who it is. Hope y'all had a good holiday weekend. You know, enjoyed your time off if y'all have time off, and hopefully y'all fired up the grill, had the cookouts. You know, I had a thought the other day. Actually, it's not a thought, my thought, but I saw somewhere they said, where everybody throwing the cookouts and whatnot for no reason and shit. They ain't no uncles out here throwing the cookouts. And I realized we are the uncles that are supposed to be throwing the cookouts. And we lacking. You know what I'm saying? I don't got no kids, though. So, like, my cookouts, just me and the dogs hanging in the yard, dog. Feel me? But I'm about to be the cookout uncle, man. Fuck it. You feel me? We got to do it for the culture.
Nah, you're not wrong, Scruff. I had my cousin like, yo, where the cookouts at? He was like, bro, you about to help grill, nigga? Like,
no cap. I guess it's like the guys without kids, our excuse is we don't got kids. We just bring the beers and the alcohol. The fellas with the kids, y'all gotta step it up.
Nah, yeah, it's definitely different out here, man. I remember it used to be a cookout in every yard back in the day, bro.
And fireworks. Yeah, I don't mind the non-firework weekends. I hate fireworks. I guess I'm getting at that age where I'm just like, oh man, fuck the fireworks. It ain't 4th of July. I'm not trying to hear that shit.
I had that one year when I don't know if it was I think it was Memorial Day and 4th of July or something, when I spent it with Geraldo and we was in New Brunswick and we had this whole block shut down. It wasn't like us, but it was just like, the
but it was the people, my peoples, yeah.
Yeah, they had to shut down. The cops was like about to pull up, but it was like a mutual respect between the block, the cops, the illegal fireworks. We all, you know what I'm saying? They knew what was going down, but they looked the other way, man. They were like, they sat back, they parked, they enjoyed the show too. That shit was crazy. They had the street vendors pulling up. You feel me? The ice cream man was making a killing. You feel me? That's a good day for the community, man. As Ice Cube was saying.
Yeah. It's a good times when police let the civilians, let the neighborhood themselves. People enjoy that shit.
Yeah, man.
Hey, Bryce is getting a new hairline, ladies and gentlemen. That's the only reason why he's not here. That tax money finally hit.
In this area?
Yeah, she's in. Well, she was in New York last week, right? So she should be around
that. If that joint would have been one of the arenas at our service, you feel me? I would have been in that joint, my boy. I wouldn't have been here either. I've been seeing the fit, man. She's out there looking amazing, bro.
Yeah, Meg she got the Planet Fitness deal too, right? Planet Fitness, she be killing it.
Yeah, I don't fuck with Planet Fitness no more, but I do fuck with Meg.
You a Planet Fitness?
Let's get into some NBA talk real quick.
I'm bougie now. I go to One Life Fitness, bro.
Oh, okay. I had to step it up.
Top shelf, bro. Only.
Oh, he getting money now. Your tax money hit too, then.
Yeah, nah. I mean, Health is wealth, man. You know what they say.
As long as it's not BBL scruff, it's good.
Nah, I'm
You
out
can hit
here.
the gym.
I got a gym membership. I got some discipline out here.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm talking about. But all right, fellas, we just seen one series go down in four. We might see another one pretty soon. But the Boston Celtics advanced to the finals this weekend. Are we impressed by their playoff run this year? They only lost two games so far in the total playoff run. Are you guys impressed by how Boston Celtics have been playing? You think they're gonna be this consistent come these finals where like they could win these finals this time around?
Yeah, man, that's a good question. I mean, it really looks like you said, are they going to do something different, right? Because we've seen this Boston Celtics team now make the Eastern Conference Championship 6 of the last 8 years. You feel me? And like that was including the team prior to the Jason Tatum led team. That was the Kyrie Irving led team. You know what I'm saying? I'm keeping receipts. You feel me? They try blaming on Kyrie. They said, "Oh yeah, he had cancer to the culture. He just want to be the guy. Whoop de whoop de whoop." You feel me? He holding the young guys back in their development. But then they gave the keys over to the young guys, Jason Tatum, Jalen Brown, so on and so forth. And they've been able to get there, but they ain't been able to get it done. Why is that? It's a good question. But somebody say they don't got that dog in them. And my thing is like, I don't know if it's that, but it's more so that they like, to me, they just love the coast. You know what I'm saying? Everybody know that kind of that we all have that within ourselves, right? Where we love the coast. You know what I'm saying? Like I'll give you an example. Like lately, I've been coasting, bro. Like I've been getting work done. I'm gonna get, of course, I'll get my work done. I'm doing the essentials. You feel me? All the work's done. I'm going to the gym. I'm hitting my minimum shits. Like everything's getting done. And then like, you know what I'm saying, around 3 o'clock, all my shit done. I might spark it up. You feel me? I might chill out. I might be playing the game. You feel me? I might be watching TV. Might be watching mindless entertainment, Rick and Morty. I'm doing none, like I'm out here laying around with the dogs. You feel me? For the dogs. You feel me? But real talk though, sometimes you just be like that, bro. And like the Celtics be doing that, bro, way too often, bro. Like I know it. I know what it looks like, bro. When you're coasting, and then you're like, oh shit, I gotta get the job done. And you're like, okay, and then you get your shit done. But sometimes you can't do that in the NBA because it's not just like you against like a task that you have to get done. It's you against another team, bro. And then one day, and then when there's actually a team that's a good adversary that can beat you, and you've been coasting, then you get knocked on your ass, man. And that's what's been happening in the finals, bro. So, am I impressed? Absolutely not. I'm not impressed because I've seen them do this before, bro, and I haven't seen no difference. Now they made some additions to the team, right? They were talking about Drew Holiday. Drew Holiday played well. I think he just seeming like another guy there. He playing well. Like they're all good players. Derek White, in my opinion, Derek White has been, I want to say better than Drew Holiday, but I want to say that he's been a very integral part, just as much as Drew Holiday, with all due respect. And I'll say that I thought it was interesting they gave Jalen Brown the trophy for that joint yesterday. Cause like, what I'm saying, in my opinion, like I've been saying, Tatum's been doing just enough also. You feel me? He's like, okay, here, I hit my quota for today. Like, you know what I'm saying? And then another thing I don't like about Boston is they just falling in love with the three, man. Indiana truly had given up. Everybody except for TJ McConnell had given up. I'll tell you that boy Miles Turner gave up around halftime. He tried to get himself ejected at least 3 times, bro. They were like, nah, sit your big ass down. We need you in here. He tried to get ejected, bro. He was trying to get out of there. And then third quarter, Boston, fourth quarter, just shooting threes, bro. Just shooting threes, bro. I hate it, bro. When you they say, oh, just keep on shooting, just keep on shooting. Yeah, yes and no. How about you take some better shots? You feel me? You just settling for threes all day, and then like when your center is Al Horford, you're not gonna post up, bro. You just go shoot more threes. So that's the thing about Boston, bro. I don't like, bro. That's the thing I don't like about them, bro. and I think that's going to be their downfall. So, with that being said, am I impressed? No. And will this be the year that they get it done? Highly unlikely.
That was a fair take. I like your take on them coasting. I think that was the best take you've had on the Celtics this whole playoffs. Um, I see that too, right? They do look like they can kind of put it in coast mode, and a lot of people have been saying it's a cakewalk for them to the finals, but you don't get to pick your schedule, right? If you have a cakewalk to the finals and you trip and land in the cake and get cake on your face, everybody's gonna clown you. So when it comes to a cakewalk to the finals, you got to take care of business, and that's what they've been doing. Am I impressed? I'm not unimpressed, but I'm not overly impressed either. They've done exactly what they needed to do. To Scruff's point, they have kind of been coasting, and I'd be more impressed if they had their back up against the wall at some point and had to fight and get out of it in some type of way. And I think that'll definitely happen in the finals, regardless of who they play, which is looking like it's going to end up being the Mavs. Um, and I think it's actually going to be almost poetic to see if the Celtics, these young guys, can overcome and get that chip if they end up playing against Kyrie and the Mavs. I think that'll be a very interesting storyline going into it. But we'll see what happens. We'll see if the Mavs actually get there. I know they're up 3-0 right now, looking for the sweep as well. But I'm not overly impressed with the Celtics in this playoff run, but I'm not unimpressed either. I mean, they just swept the Pacers or whatever to get here, so I wouldn't just brush away what they've done in this playoff run.
My man gave me bad intel, bro. He said the Mavs was up 6. So he fucked me up because the T Wolves were up 7. So like, don't ever feed me bad intel like that. I'll be trusting y'all. G, you on mute. G, you on mute.
No, Carl Anthony Towns just fouled out, and the Timberwolves are up by 8 right now with like a
6
minute
now.
and 38. So,
6
but
now.
I just want to say, I'm gonna agree with Rome on this one. I'm not too impressed. I'm more like a little disappointed because we figured they'll dominate in a better level. I get why Jason Tatum didn't win the MVP for this Eastern Conference championship because he's not proficient enough. He's shooting a lot of he's shooting. What is he averaging like per game? He's making like 10 shots out of 30. Yeah, he's getting like over 27 points, but he's not averaging what you would assume when someone's getting those 30 shots. Compared to Jaden Brown, he's throwing up 20 shots, but he's averaging 12 made shots out of those 20s. Reason why he won the MVP for these Eastern Conference Finals. Uh, I, I think it's just like we're not impressed with how Jaden Tatum has been playing so far in these playoffs. He's too inconsistent. He's like the stock market. Too up, too many. As far as he go high, he goes just as low, and that's what you don't want. He's looking like he's gonna play the same ball that he played against when he went up against the Warriors. Whereas like he just averaged 22 points, 25 points, but that's not how you're gonna win the finals. Not these finals. Not if you're going up against the Mavs or the Timberwolves. You need more consistency. And then again, Porzingis. Is he really gonna be that good enough to play in these finals?
That's the X factor, though, man. I do feel like Porzingis was the addition that I was really most excited about. I mean, I thought the Drew Holiday addition was nice, obviously. You know what I'm saying? But I thought the Porzingis one was the one that gave them the biggest difference maker. You know what I'm saying? Because it was like, okay, you got a big, this elite big. We used to call him a unicorn, right? You know what I'm saying? It's amazing that a guy that was once a unicorn could just be blended into the roster and then be like, your fourth best guy or something like that. You know what I'm saying? Like he was the best player on the Wizards like this last season, arguably. So, yeah, I agree. I'm curious to see how that pans out. It's something I would like to see that. I mean, it's interesting to see, right? Because he's gonna be playing against Dallas potentially, right? And he couldn't cut it in Dallas, or he didn't like it in Dallas, right? Because for whatever reason. Oh, I don't know what the narrative was, but he ain't, what I'm saying, just like Kyrie going against Boston, that's going to be the narrative, right? You know what I'm saying? That's going to be a narrative. and Kyrie revenge tour, right? You feel me? Because he was supposed to, hey, I'm about to re-sign a long-term deal in Boston. Like he told the fans he was going to re-sign a long-term deal in Boston. They turned on him real quick out there, and there's no love lost there. And then Kyrie has been going through, then the Brooklyn era, which he got criticized for the vaccine because of New York City state law mandates, and then, what I'm saying, like, now that shit's not a factor, bro. And he in Texas collecting his no state income tax, what I'm saying, and he playing with Luca, who's a let's say this. How the hell did Luka Doncic somehow find a way to go under the radar this season all the way to a chip? How did that happen? You know what I'm saying? Like, we got all the storylines, right? We ain't see that one coming. And like just a couple years ago, Luka was like, we just had the conversation about the face of the league, right? Luka was arguably the front runner for that face of the league conversation. And we had a whole face of the league conversation. We had the whole playoffs conversation leading up to this point. Finals predictions, whoop-de-whoop. And we didn't have that one. Bryce, the only person that said the Mavericks, bro. He was pulling that shit out of nowhere, bro. No one predicted this, bro. How did Luka? It was under the radar even for him to pick that. So how the hell did we get through this whole season? Luka was the face. He was the main guy who's going to be the face of the league. He was like the next Bron, right? In a sense, like, But here he is under the radar. They tricked the hell out of us, bro. That was a you know what I'm saying? Like they didn't show their hand on that, the NBA, like, you know what I'm saying? Or just the way it worked out. He was under the radar just long enough. And then might you have it there with the Mavericks playing defense, Luka playing defense. The hell going on over here? And what's the real difference? Kyrie Irving.
I was about to say that.
PJ Washington and Daniel Gafford, who was another guy who just played for the Wizards. His life was meaningless 3 months ago. I was watching that man play. No one gave a damn about him getting them 12 rebounds. And now he playing big minutes for the Western Conference Championship team. Feel me? Craziness, bro. But yeah, the Mavericks are a real basketball team, bro. They have just enough, bro. Boston's way deeper than them, but give me the Mavericks 2 stars over top of over the Celtics 2 stars. Give me Luka, who is one of the best players in the game. It's time to start saying that again. Like, we can't not disrespect him. Like, he might be the face of the league. Anthony Edwards and Kyrie, you know what I'm saying? That Kyrie showing that he's done it. He's been here before. Now he looking like a leader. He looking like a veteran. He looking like D-Wade showing LeBron how to do it. Let me show you how to do this, son. You feel me? He doing it. And Boston ain't never won nothing, bro.
Hold on, fellas. Are you guys able to split 2 screens right now on your phone or on your or you got a laptop? Oh my God. I'm sorry. If you guys see
3-point game. Nah, I see it's a 3-point game.
No,
Yeah,
Luka just
while
shot a
you were
3.
talking,
Listen,
Luka was cooking.
Luka shot the 3 from the logo.
29
it?
feet. Yeah.
He hit it
right?
yes.
Of course he did, bro, because he clutched.
Holy shit.
As you were talking him up, bro, was out there cooking, man.
Oh
Like,
my
Because
God.
he's nice like that, bro.
and
We
to
was at the
Scruff's
bar
point,
watching that last game. He hit that joint. It was like,
No, but he shot it over Anthony Edwards.
to
And
Scruff's
caused a
point,
foul.
like Luka has to be mentioned. If we're talking best in the league right now, top 3 players, he's got to at least be in the conversation. And it's kind of crazy that he's flown under the radar up until this point. I do think Kyrie Irving being there makes a big difference and all that. But Luka, even if you're looking at the game right now, the game that's happening, Kyrie's having an off night. Luka's really been the one holding it down. So that man's definitely got to get his flowers.
yeah, Kyrie having off
Especially if
nights,
they find
but
a way to win this game, and if it ends up being a sweep, and after everybody was hyping up Ant Edwards, myself included, then Luka's got to get a ton of flowers.
yeah, I ain't gonna hold you. I picked wrong in this series. I did. I should have went with the Kyrie story. But I thought I was the young face of the league. I was trying to go for the young 2 stars, man. But nah, I'm with it, man. But yeah, I mean, yeah, Luca fell on the radar this year somehow, bro, and he's on point to he's on pace to win a chip. I know there's some people who I used to one of some of my longest tenured basketball friends, man, and they told me Luca would never win a chip. That he was like James Harden. You know what I'm saying? And I think he might have a good chance to win one this year, bro. He really do. G, you on mute?
Sorry, I think the reason why he was under the radar is because where he landed in the seeding wise. What the a 6 seed? You expect
Five.
a little bit more. You think you don't expect that much of a 6 seed. And now let's say he was like
Five seed.
well 5 seed. Still, nonetheless, it was you want him to be like a top 3 seed for you to expect a finals run. You never
Yeah.
expected this from a 5th seed, and to see
Well,
how they've
because
been playing, it's just like
yeah.
oh my god. And now watching them against Minnesota, the same team that just beat the last finals championship, the
So
last
yeah, there wasn't
championship.
too big of a difference though between like, for example, you know what I'm saying? I mean, yeah, they kind of fell a little bit there, but yeah, I mean, all of these are 50-win teams, man. So yeah, they kind of fell under the radar, but still played really great basketball. You know what I'm saying? 50 wins for reference. 50 wins that the Dallas had would have been number 2 in the East.
So
Yeah.
now that we're about to get a game 5, fellas, you think Minnesota could push this to game 7?
No.
Nah, there's no way. I'm glad that they were gonna get a game 5. I didn't want to see Ant Edwards and the boys get swept on out of here like that. I had more hopes for this series. I thought it would be a little better, but to Scott's point earlier, I think we were all kind of sleeping on Luca and exactly how great that man is. Um, so this is setting the table for the finals, which when it comes to Mavs Celtics, I don't want to give away my pick just yet, but I think that is going to be possibly the best series of the playoffs yet, and we've had some good ones. So
Yeah, man.
So
I mean, we'll see, man. We'll see. I mean, I'm about to go run. I'm not gonna run, but to a duel now. But I will run a bet out there for Kyrie Irving to win the Finals MVP.
Kyrie Irving
that
wins the
that wouldn't be
finals.
something bad to put money on. I can see
I
that,
mean,
and
Luke will
it's probably
probably
a
be
good
the
odds.
Luke will probably be the favorite, and he might win it. But like Kyrie might get it, bro.
Yeah,
Maybe the NBA probably would never let that happen, though.
that would be poetic justice, man. After everybody threw mud on that man's name, now they kind of sitting here with egg on their face, like
So when will the finals
the
start?
disrespect definitely wasn't a lot as loud as the apology.
No, never is. It depends, man.
Because if this does go to a game 7, right? When does the final start? What's the date?
Oh, it's saying June 6th right now.
It's
So
okay. So we still have
Porzingis will definitely
another
be
show
back.
before we need predictions. Okay, but
Damn, that's mad long without basketball. They can't do that to us.
no, remember because don't they always get like a week off after the both conferences end their games?
I don't think
Oh
it's a
man,
full week, but not if one of
yeah.
them goes 7 though. If you go 7, you fuck.
No, I'm gonna need them to
Yeah.
string that thing out. That's tough, man. It's tough. What do you say, G? What was your question?
So none of you guys are saying it's going to game 7 then for Dallas and Minnesota.
Definitely not.
No, I don't think so. If it did, that would be insane. But no, I don't think so. It's highly unlikely, bro.
Hmm.
If it did, it would be historic, right? Because like, how have we seen? I don't know if we've ever seen that. That's never been done, right?
Yeah, from down
I
3-0, that'd be crazy.
Just
I
even
think
to make it to
I
game
think it's been
seven
pushed
would be
to game
impressive.
6. I think game 6. I think we'll see game 6. I think Minnesota at least has to win one at home. I can't see them lose a game 5.
I don't know. If Kyrie wasn't cold today, I think this would have been a sweep. I
Easily,
wouldn't
bro.
bet on Kyrie being cold two games back to back.
Yeah.
Oof. Ah man, it just sucks right now to see Anthony Edwards, man. I feel like he jinxed himself. He had to open his mouth, but then again, that's the same reason why we applaud him for that bravado of his, the swagger, I don't care what you got going on. I feel like I'm top dog. At the same time, he's not too disrespectful. It's with somewhat respect the way he talks. I just got to see Game 6 though for me to keep him at least a top 10 player, no, a top 5 player. Because I still believe Anthony Edwards is a top 5 player coming into next year.
Yeah, no, that's why
Yeah,
that's why I
yeah.
said I'm glad they didn't get swept. Because like you said, G, he was talking a lot of trash, and when you talk big like that, you gotta stand on it. And I feel like that's what they did in game four. So, if they can find a way to get it to a game six or game seven, that just, pushes the legend of Edwards even more. And to your point, G, if it somehow ends up to a game seven, I might be leaning Timberwolves in that because at that point the momentum would definitely be in their court.
It
Well,
was
yeah, that's
swing,
that's a
right?
hell of a swing. But yeah, you got a good point with the fact that the next game will be in Minnesota. But also
Yeah.
that didn't mean shit because they lost the first two games in Minnesota. So just remember that.
But let's not forget they also lost their 2 games to the Nuggets, their two first home game to the Nuggets, and then came back to win it in Denver, their
Man.
game 7. So
So
it's
yeah,
like it's
they
kind of
so they about to lose. Is basically basically what you're saying, bro.
no, that's not what I'm saying. Is what I'm saying. Like I think home court advantage in the West right now is not something we should worry when it comes to the Timberwolves. Because mind you, they won the first 2 games versus the Nuggets away, lost the next 2 games to to Denver, and then lost the third game and came back to win the last 2 games. I'm not mistaken. That's how Minnesota got to the next round.
Ah man. Yeah, I
So
mean, we'll see, bro. We'll see. I'll
so
say this though. I want to say
so
one more
these
thing about
guys,
this
man.
series. I want to say one more thing about the series. One thing about Antwer Edwards, he's going to be better next season. He's going to keep every. I think the experience is going to make him more hungry to like get back. Like you know what I'm saying? Like he sees the failure and he uses it as a jetpack to improve. I do want to throw some criticism out there. Similarly to the Boston Celtics criticism, I have the same criticism for one Carl Anthony Towns. Not the coasting thing, but more so, I just gave him a pass. I said I had told people that I know. I said, I'm done. I'm done going to Cat, man. I ain't gonna come at him no more. He's upholding. He's representing Jersey well. I
What
said,
have any of you guys come at Cat besides me?
nah, today. But I think he deserves some criticism for his play in the series thus far. How did he do tonight for real? Because if what I'm saying,
He
I'll give
scored
him.
25 and played 29 minutes.
I
So he
need to
was
see
in
the
foul
shot
trouble
chart.
early.
I need to see the shot chart because my man was putting up 32 threes in 3 games. And like nobody told him to go in the paint, bro. Nobody, nobody told him to go in the paint, bro. He shot 33 shots from 3 point, and
So
he's a 7 footer.
tonight he was 9 for 13, and he was four
Okay,
for five
Four.
3 points.
Yeah.
So
all right.
he had a pretty good game. He well,
He shot well. He shot
Let
less of
me
them.
let
That's
me
good.
let me ask you this: what's more likely, Cat to have another game shooting wise like he did today, or Kyrie to have another game shooting wise like he did today?
The one thing about these two teams is they both go up
Kyrie
and
Irving
down.
having a repeat game like this.
Nah. Cat's not gonna ball out like this back to back. Kyrie won't have a
But you said
slump.
which one is more likely? I can't see Cat doing this again. So which one is more likely to happen, right? That's what you're saying, right?
I think
Oh,
what's.
okay, yeah.
I mean, I
Yeah,
don't know.
yeah.
I
So you
think. I
see,
think.
I
I
can't
think.
see
Cat. I think
Cat
Cat
do
gonna
this
ball.
again.
I think based on the numbers, the fact that he missed that many shots, it does seem a little odd. But like, I think he going. I think he did bounce back tonight, so he got my respect a little bit. But he shoots well then tomorrow too, or next game, and he got something there. But yeah, I mean, Kyrie didn't really. I mean, Kyrie had a down game, but it wasn't like a horrible game for real. You know what I'm saying? Like he didn't do horrible.
Yeah, it wasn't a trash game, but if he would have had more like a Kyrie type game like he had been prior to this, then I
Yeah,
don't
he
I
didn't.
don't
He didn't
even
shoot
with
well.
Cat shooting like that, I don't
He
think
didn't
they
shoot
win.
well. Yeah, this thing about them though. I mean, they neither. I mean, they didn't shoot well at all. Like Luca shot seven
Yeah,
for
Luca
21.
didn't either.
Kyrie shot 6 for 18. Kyrie was one from six from deep. Yeah, everything I'm reading here is telling me that the Mavericks are going to win the next game, bro.
Yeah, like what you think Kyrie's gonna be 1 for 6 again, or you think Cat's gonna hit 4 from 5 from 3? Like, if anything, those numbers will flip.
Yeah, no, I don't think so. I agree. I'm with you on that. With you on that.
But I wouldn't be mad at seeing the Timberwolves make a comeback. G, I wouldn't be mad at it at all.
No, me neither. Okay, we're all fans first before we're critics, right? And who doesn't want to watch a game seven? You
I mean,
know,
yeah,
you
of
get what I'm
course,
saying?
of course.
Like we all want a game seven. It's like what you said. It's what you said earlier, Scruff. Where it's like, damn, we're about to be like damn near a week without basketball, without basketball. I know it's coming to an end, and then there's nothing but baseball and whatever's going on in the combat sports, and whatever's going on with NFL. And then you have, the off-season trading in the NBA, but it's just like, oh, you won a game seven. This will gives us life because this is what 100 days before the NFL season begins, or is what is
Yeah.
less
Yeah, 100 days.
Nah, I
100
think the
days.
offseason gonna be fun, bro. The offseason gonna be fun, bro. Starting with the draft. Starting with the draft.
Yeah, this NBA
Mostly
offseason
because
will
of
be very
Bronny.
interesting.
Mostly because Bronny James' fate is tied to the free agency, right? So I got some
Mm,
tidbit of information for y'all. You can feel me if y'all didn't read this already. So they said Bronny got invited to 10 workouts for NBA teams, but he declined all but two. He's only going to go work out for two teams, which is a classic Rich Paul move, bro. And he says it all the time. If you watch like The Shop and all these other shows, and he said like, I'm all about the situation. I want to put them in the right situation. You know what I'm saying? So like, why would I even why are we going to entertain these other places if we don't want to go there? We're going to control where we go. Feel me? I don't care where he gets drafted. They say he always would say it's about the best situations. So anyway, two
I think
teams.
it's funny that he picked is the Lakers and the Suns, right?
Yeah, the Lakers
But
and the
it's
Suns, right? So you
but
know what
it's
that
funny that
means
he
to
keeps them
me?
close to home though.
Yeah, but you know what that means to me? That means that those are LeBron's two teams that he would go to.
Yeah.
You feel me? So he was like, you know what? I wouldn't mind playing with Phoenix. You feel me? Because then it would be. I mean, that's a crazy ass team, bro. But Phoenix is. Thing about Phoenix is they just wild enough to do it, bro. The GM over there is wild as hell, bro, because he did that Beal trade. He did a lot, bro. So they could just, I don't know how the hell they would do the cap though. They'd probably have to get rid of Beal or something. I don't know,
Yeah,
but
Bill, and they might. That is a real
Bill,
possibility.
yeah, Bill
But
was trash
I
this year.
I think LeBron James knows he'll have to take a pay cut.
You know what? If he could play with his son and play with KD, and then who wouldn't like that, bro? Because at the end of the day, be honest, KD don't got that much left in him. Steph don't got that much left in him. LeBron don't got that much left in him. The old guard is starting to change, bro. It's already changed.
Yeah, it has.
Look at
Yeah.
Anthony Edwards. The Celtics been knocking on the door. The Celtics been like the team that's supposed to take over the new school, but they just still haven't done it because they just coasting. But the old guard it's turning over. It's turning over. Kyrie is one of the elder statesmen from the old guard, showing the young bulls how to do it. Luca might be, Luca and Edwards when Benyama when they get their shit together. This
Yeah,
young Thunder's team.
I feel like the baton hasn't been passed, but the old guard has definitely set the baton down,
Yeah, it's
and
down.
we're kind of trying to see who's about to pick that thing up and run with it for the next few years.
So
So
I got a
basically, what I'm saying
question.
is, if LeBron and KD get together, that would be like, fuck it, let's just try one more time. You know what I'm saying? Like on some old head, the shit that old heads be doing, bro. Like the same shit that Karl Malone and Gary Payton and Charles Barkley and Scottie Pippen, Hakeem Olajuwon, and you name it, bro. They was
And
all doing that. Paul Pierce and KG, they was all
the thing
doing the
is
same
too,
shit.
to G's point about Braun taking a pay cut, like Braun is a brand by himself, right? So like taking a pay cut isn't really taking a pay cut to him, especially if he gets to team up with KD and he's on the same team as like the jersey sales going to be crazy, the marketing,
Yeah,
the commercials that they'll end up being in, like any pay cut that he would take from the team will
yeah.
easily be recouped in some other way.
And then
How
you think
cool would
about
that
think
be,
about it,
bro?
right? those three athletes, right? Because it's Devin Booker, KD, and LeBron James. If it were to happen, how much money Nike's gonna make off of that? Because those are all Nike's three top. Right now, the three top ballers.
Oh, it just clicked for me, bro. The Phoenix Suns. Like
Yeah,
Suns.
no, there's so much
Like
level to
my
the marketing,
son.
bro.
Like,
Yeah, yeah.
that's my
Yeah,
son.
And the main
That's
reason that I feel
crazy.
like Bron and Bronny are guaranteed to play together, regardless of the team, is the marketing of like because I'm a father, so obviously like I'll probably get a LeBron jersey and a Bronny jersey and put my kids in it. Like there's so many things that you could do to easily market to parents that they're gonna eat up. They're gonna eat that shit up, bro. So
Yeah, them
I
Bronny James baby jerseys gonna be selling like crazy.
like so it's like I don't have no inside information on it, but I would say I'm 90 to 95% sure that LeBron and Bronny end up on the same team by the end of the offseason.
and you know what's
Just
crazy
based on
about
the
all this?
economic impact.
Bronny joining the NBA in the perfect draft because this draft is lackluster as fuck. Like
Yeah, you might as
no
well
one's.
go get somebody. Like it don't even matter. Like you might pick somebody in the top 10 and he end up being, you know, trash anyway. So you don't know.
Can
Might as
you
well
guys
sell
name
some
me any of
jerseys.
these top 10 guys that are going to be impressive coming into this league? That's going to be actual starters.
Yeah, I like Castle. I like Castle. I like Dillingham. You know you can never go wrong with a Kentucky guard,
Yeah.
or I should say a Calipari guard, because Kentucky guards it's dead now. But Dillingham, I like Dillingham. I like Shepard. Shepard's a high IQ player, man. I was wrong. I might be wrong about him. I just again, he's not a. None of these people are world beaters. Like you're not gonna build your franchise around them to like directly. Like they're not gonna be the center of your solar system. No pun intended. But they could be, Pluto or one of those outer planets, rotating around. Like, they could be part of the center, constellations, you know what I'm saying? They could be Mars and Jupiter, you know what I'm saying? They might not be, the first ones. They might be Mercury, you know what I'm saying? Like they could be there. Like Stephon Castle look like you could be a starter, you know what I'm saying? Maybe a fringe all-star, you know what I mean? Like there's a few good players, but don't I'm telling you, these French guys, bro, I ain't buying it, bro. I ain't buying it. I ain't buying it, bro.
I mean, for me, Wimby is the only French guy that we all had to look forward to. These off ones are
Based on
like
the
off
odds, bro.
brand.
Based on the
I mean,
odds, bro.
but y'all want to
You
hear
know
Bronny James odds right now to get drafted?
what
They
are
got
they?
the Lakers at plus 155. They got the Suns at plus one 1200. They got the
Twelve
Jazz.
hundred.
Yeah, the Suns at 1200.
What's that on? That's on FanDuel.
I believe, yeah.
Oh, that's DraftKings. Man, that's pretty good. 1,200 ain't bad. That's
They
pretty
got the
good.
Jazz. They got the Jazz at 1200. They got Cleveland
Nah,
at
he ain't gonna
1500.
play with the Jazz.
Well, listen. Just giving you names, possibilities, right? So they have Jazz at 1200, right? They got Cavs and Heat at 1500. They have Thunders at 2000. The Warriors at 2500, and with the Clippers and Knicks and Sixers.
Yeah, only the top two teams was gonna happen, but yeah, I don't know, man. But again, like I said, they're gonna sell some jerseys at the least, bro. They're gonna sell some
At
jerseys.
a minimum, right? Oh man. I kind of feel like wherever this kid goes, he has to go to a place where they could develop him to be someone like the Jalen Brunson kind of player.
I'll tell you this, man. I'm gonna go ahead and say this on the record now. Maybe the swingman forward from France might be decent. He might be decent, bro. I gotta watch more tape. But I'll guarantee you this: the dude Sar, the center from France, he ain't gonna be a star, bro. He ain't gonna be a star, bro.
He's not gonna make it.
Nah, bro. They just his NBA comparison is Mitchell Robinson. So
Mitchell
so
Robinson.
if Washington picks Sar, Washington just drafted the next Daniel Gafford. Like, you know what I'm saying? Best case scenario, Daniel Gafford.
Fellas, let's not forget to say R.I.P. Bill Walton, man.
Yeah, R.I.P. Bill Walton, man. He looked like he did all type of psychedelics.
Man, shout out, man. Shout out to Bill Walton and his family, man.
Yeah,
My
honestly, like
condolences.
one more thing we should talk about is, man, it's gonna be the last. It seems like all signs are saying it's gonna be the last. This is our last couple of days, bro. Potentially with TNT inside the NBA,
Oh
man, because
man,
they don't cover the finals. So after the T Wolves get done, you know what I'm saying, this is it, bro. This is the end of the
no.
line,
It's,
man,
it's,
and
it's
they're
one
in
more
there,
season. They got one more season.
huh?
All the way into the 24 and the 25 NBA season. So next year's the last year.
Are you sure?
Yeah. Next year's the last year for these guys.
Oh, you're right. Oh
I,
man, okay, that
I,
makes me feel better. I've been watching this
I,
shit like it's about to be over. I'm like, damn, we
so
got one
wait,
more
who's buying
season,
these
man.
contracts? I know it's ESPN and what's the other?
It's NBC.
Ah, NBC for real.
Yeah, but yeah,
So
Ernie
wait,
said he's not gonna
they're gonna
go.
make it like local TV then? Because what the fuck else is
Yeah,
NBC?
yeah, it's a local,
Oh, so
which
they should
ain't
get
bad
everybody.
actually. Yeah,
I
which ain't
mean,
bad. Used to be on NBC back in the day, bro.
but I hope they can keep all four of these guys, man, because they're all funny together. It's gonna suck not seeing Ernie, not seeing none of these guys all together, all four. Because I don't think one is good without the other.
Yeah,
Like,
definitely a classic show. It'll be sad to see it go for sure.
They
just think
gotta
about
try
it.
to recreate it though somehow. Like they're not gonna have
Nah,
Ernie. They're not gonna have Ernie, bro. And that's the key. But like, if they still had like Shaq and or Chuck, like it would still be all right.
no, I don't think so, bro. Because if you look at Shaq and his other podcasts, it ain't as funny.
All right, I'll say this: you don't really need Shaq. All right, if you had to pick, since we already know Ernie's off the table, right? Ernie not leaving TNT, right?
Do you think
So
so?
if you, he said this already. He said
Oh
he's not
wow, I
going to
didn't
leave
know that.
TNT, but the other one said they would be willing to be free agents. So I would say this: I would say if you had to pick two guys, if you had to, if you know Ernie's off the table, this is the question now. If you know Ernie's off the table, and you two of the guys, you can only pick two of those guys to go to where the new network. Who would you pick? Me personally, I would pick Chuck and Kenny, bro. That's just me. You feel me? Over Shaq.
Damn, you only
Over
gotta pick.
Shaq?
Yeah, over Shaq, bro. Shaq has his moments, but most of the time his commentary is not good.
That's fair. He's still Shaq though.
Yeah, that's fine. He could be Shaq on the commercials.
I'm
So,
not gonna lie, I like Shaq more with Candace Parker. Him and Candace Parker are hilarious.
Which okay, so that's an interesting draft. That's an interesting pick there too, because maybe they can't get Kenny or Chuck because they long time TNT guys too. They love Turner and they're they real loyal and Shaq seemed like he about that money. He would just go wherever. And Candace a youngin trying to be trying to build her legacy. I can see her being a good pickup for somebody.
Because I'm not gonna lie, when Candace Parker started getting on TNT, when these guys would go during the March Madness run, her and Shaq are just like brother and sisters. You could just tell like they had that good chemistry.
Yeah. You know who I really don't like? I don't want to be negative, but I really don't like the ESPN like crew, man. Like I like Malika
yeah, they're
Andrews, but I really don't like
Nah, she's
Chine,
horrible.
Onwuke. She might be the worst basketball personality out there. With all due
Nah, I
respect.
don't even like Malika. MB, nah, man.
the whole
ESPN's
ESPN.
horrible. Yeah, they're
Yeah, the
horrible, bro.
ESPN NBA thing it
Michael
doesn't hit.
Wilbon,
Their
bro.
NFL coverage is straight, but
Michael
something
Wilbon need
about
to
their NBA
retire.
coverage just ain't it.
Look at Jefferson. He left and just started doing just straight TV broadcasting. He does. He's not. He doesn't appear like he used to.
Who?
Richard
Jefferson.
Jefferson.
Richard Jefferson. Look, he went from being
Oh
on the
yeah,
covers
you're
to
right.
just start doing like straight games. Like he got away from it.
Yeah, because the shit trash. That's why. I mean, because it's
It's,
turning to Stephen A. all the time, man. I'm tired of. I ain't gonna hold you to. I want to see Stephen A. at nighttime, bro. With all due
Yeah,
respect.
bro. It's like it's the ESPN and the S is for Steven.
yeah.
Yeah, I don't want to see Stephen A. But see, I only want to see him in the morning, bro. Like I don't need to see him at night, bro. Like
I'm not
that's what
gonna
they
lie.
fucking up.
Perk. I like Perk when he's on the what's my boy from the coach that he comes on in the afternoon.
Pat McAfee.
Yeah, when Perk is on the Pat McAfee show, he's a lot entertaining. He's a lot more looser. He start dropping F bombs here and there. When he be on first take, it just sounds too forced.
Yeah, I like Perk though, even though he an idiot.
Yeah, I mean, for me, that's what I said. Like Richard Jefferson, when he left, I was like, I really don't want to watch these guys. It's not as good. And they try to make you watch Perk, and I'm just like, yo, bro, I'm tired of
Honestly,
hearing this
ESPN about to
dude
lose
with sleep
their
apnea.
best guy. I mean, when JJ becomes a head coach, bro, they gonna lose their best sideline, one of their best sideline people.
Is it? I don't know.
JJ, it's not definite, but it's gonna happen. It's
No,
gonna
I
happen.
don't think so.
They said they view him as a young Pat Riley.
Who
He
said
come
that?
in, bro, sources.
Jesus Christ, young Pat Riley, that's pushing it.
Yeah, they feel like he could lead the team beyond the LeBron era. Like once LeBron retires, they got JJ type shit.
I don't know. There's something about you having to give up your life when you're in Los Angeles. I don't think JJ Redick is that kind of guy.
I mean, I
I
really
think
liked
he's
him
too
as a
family
journalist.
orientated.
Yeah, but between TNT and then JJ becoming a coach, man, it's gonna be tough sailing, bro.
Yeah.
I mean, because TNT, they
But
got
yeah,
the good broadcasters. They got
Y'all
the
just have
guys
to
that can
tune
call
in
the
to Gas
games.
for all your coverage.
Yeah, we're gonna start having to call live games now. Every Tuesday games, we sit down and start talking.
damn,
I
they got odds for where Charles Barkley gonna land.
No, but Charles Barkley came out saying that he wouldn't mind taking all these guys to his own production and just doing it like a YouTube, like a podcast.
Oh yeah, I mean, I could see them doing that because they probably make tons of money.
Yeah, but like I said, these four guys are just they're too good for us to lose them. Remember during this PC era,
Oh
these
shit,
guys weren't
they
PC.
saying he might go to
These guys were
ESPN.
legit,
They
huh?
saying he might go to ESPN and join ESPN's team instead of TNT or NBC.
I don't think so because Chuck isn't PC. These ESPN is too PC, too Disney.
Yeah,
Nah,
but also they
ESPN
got Pat
ESPN would
McAfee
love
though.
to have him though.
ESPN knows
Man,
that they're that's true. But at the same time, they know like they got Pat McAfee, bro. You know they got
like
Stephen A. They know that they have guys like that are known to say some shit.
Like the shorty, man, all credits to her. She's on TV, but they're trying to push that down our throats, down our eyes, pause, and like I'm like I don't like it. Like it's like they don't captivate me. I think it's just all show. I'm like, bro, it's not good.
Yeah.
It's, I feel like it's just their voices annoy me. I feel like they try too much. They try to be something they're not.
Oh wow, they're saying Amazon gonna start streaming NBA games. They might try to get Charles Barkley and the whole TNT team.
But that's what I'm saying. If 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 Charles Barkley and them go to, I wouldn't mind streaming Amazon a lot more. Fuck it,
Yeah,
why not?
I would love that. I'm saying that I love Amazon Prime. Yeah, I love me some
I can
Amazon
see
Prime.
Amazon throwing the bag at him too. That would get Amazon's numbers up. That'd be huge
My
for Amazon.
Amazon dollars will be well spent if they can maintain the WM the inside the NBA, bro. I'll be an Amazon customer for life, bro.
Yeah, because like I
Deadass,
said, think
bro.
about it. These guys had a this long run during this PC era that we're living in, and they were non PC. Look the way Chuck talks. Look the way Kenny talks. Look the way how Ernie is able to middleman through that whole shit and Shaq. With all of them not being too PC, that's why this show is so great. They're not PC. I can't see this shit going to ESPN or all these other broadcasts where it's like they have to be censored because it has to be local TV.
Yeah, that's real. I mean,
Yeah,
Amazon, Amazon don't really care because, like,
Nah.
you see how the Thursday night joint is. They just be saying whatever on that joint.
See? So that's why, man, Amazon would be great.
That would be interesting, man. That would be interesting. Yeah, that would be interesting. But yeah, man, I'm glad to know we had one season left. I actually thought we had one game left, so that makes me feel better.
We got one more season left, man. I know next year I'm gonna be tuning into all their shits. Pause. Just because it's gonna, we don't know what we're gonna get.
Yeah, you know how this does. It's gonna be like, that last dance type vibe. So this gonna be very like good memories and shit. Like they're gonna be like really having a good time and shit. Probably doing more out of the ordinary shit than usual, reminiscing, a lot of playbacks, a lot of remember this and a lot of run the tapes, you know what I'm saying? Shit like that.
I wouldn't be surprised that next year, right? Whenever they go to these live games, it's gonna be packed because they're gonna want to see these guys as well.
Um I guess I would rather just sit my ass on TV and watch them.
No, but I'm saying if they're gonna be around your area, right? Your living area. Let's say they're gonna be in the DC area.
I
You're
mean,
not
I
gonna
don't.
want to bring
Again,
them
they're
I
there.
don't.
not
I don't.
coming to a
No,
Wizards
no,
game.
not really, because I'm not gonna hear them, bro. Because I'm gonna be. If you're at the game, you don't hear none of them motherfuckers. Like, you
No,
know
but
what I'm
I'm
saying?
saying
You
you get
might
to
see
see
it.
them.
Oh, you might be like, oh yeah, that's him over there. Like, you're not
But
gonna
that's what I'm
like
saying.
see him, bro. Like, when nothing's more personal than, to be honest. Like, that's why they're so good, bro. I feel like they're in your living room, bro. Like, just drinking your whiskey, eating a sandwich with you, eating your leftovers with you, eating your chicken, laughing and shit.
All
Hey Chuck,
right.
don't eat that last slice. You feel me? That's how they be coming. They be feeling like that they in there with you. Feel me?
Like last week they said BBL Chuck. That shit had me dying.
Oh, man. Man. All right, man. I think we had enough.
uh,
All right, good show, fellas. Good show. I
nice,
think we
bro.
we we, we hit all the topics. We did well. You know how we end every show, man.